Seems we have a warning light on the dash. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that before. Well, I told you guys the main purpose of buying this Hemi Dodge Charger was to drive it in conditions like this. And today is the perfect example of those kind of conditions. Because we've gotten quite a bit of snow, it looks like. That's, I don't know, I would say that's, I hope close to 6 inches. About 6 inches of snow out there. So what we're gonna do is clean this thing off, get it started, let it warm up, and then we're gonna go see how the roads are. Now I'm interested to see how I do driving this thing in the snow, because all I've really ever driven in the winter was not this. Definitely not this one. That one's not even mine. This thing is usually my chariot around in conditions like this. You have these nice giant knobby tires that do fantastic in the snow. Again, this thing doesn't have traction control or stability control, but it does a fantastic job in the snow, not even in four-wheel drive. It's rear-wheel drive by default. I don't think I've ever actually had to put it in four-wheel drive while I was on the street in snow. But again, that's not the one we're gonna be driving today on the road. Neither is this one. Neither is that one. Here she is. Now it does have, it looks like an all season on it. They're Goodyear Eagle Ultra tires. They don't have a ton of tread by any means, but these are the tires that came on it, and that's the tires that the state police use when they had this as their patrol car. And I did take this around the block one time in a snowstorm. I didn't film it in case I ended up, you know, sliding sideways into a tree. But who knows, today that could happen too. So I'm gonna clear this thing off. We're gonna start it up, let it run for a minute, and then we're gonna go out and see how the roads are and see how this Hemi Charger handles. Well, that was easy. The weird thing is it was 65 degrees on Wednesday. It is now Friday. It's about 25 degrees. And we've gotten all of this snow. Welcome to New Hampshire. La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-dee-dum. Voila! All right, now let's see if this thing starts. The battery's not the best in it. Thank God for bean boots. Not sponsored, although that would be nice. Beautiful. Oh good, is the ABS and traction control lights on? Sweet. I hope it lets me turn traction control off in the first place. No, it doesn't. All right, well, we'll let this thing warm up for a few minutes, and then I might restart it and see if those go off. Those pop on every once in a while. Again, I've owned this for quite a while, but I really haven't driven it all that much. So we'll let it warm up, restart it, and see if those go off.
A few moments later.
I say she's warmed up enough. It's nice, light, puffy snow. Very powdery, very light. Also very cold. I don't know why I did that. All right, so we still have ABS and traction control lights on. I'm gonna restart this thing and see if those go away. Shoot. So our first little drive is gonna be a test period to see if traction control is off, if it's completely off when this light is on. Because I didn't hit the button, so I don't know if, because the traction control light is on, that means we have no traction control by default, because there's something wrong with it. Same goes for ABS, I don't know. Well, we'll find out in about 2 seconds when we actually pull out onto the road and see if we have traction. Do not have traction control. Sweet. And the light has turned off. Isn't that nice? Okay, so now we'll turn it off, and hopefully that completely... Oh, it's slick out here, all right. still kicking on a little bit. I don't know why. Oh, it looks like some of this road has been plowed. No sliding over there. Boy, do I wish this thing was a stick. Wow, my road is, the snow is almost too thick to drift. I can feel it hitting the front splitter. Just a bit too much snow up here to be drifting. Holy crap, they did a horrible job on that road. I do love coming out and driving when the conditions are like this. When there's not a lot of people on the road, you can kind of get to know your car a little bit better, how it handles. I mean, how do they expect you to know how to drive in these conditions when you're learning to drive if you don't experience them? I remember going out with my dad in snowstorms in my Jeep, because that was my first car, that's why I learned to drive on. And we went out and learned what happened when the back end went out on you when you were driving in snow, and it made a huge difference. We are now at an undisclosed location. Hello, brother. Oh, it is slick under this snow, man. Very slick under the snow. See if I can make it between the islands. Oh yeah. Watch the back end over there. Well, this is making every single cent of this $2,300 Charger worth it. This is awesome. Pretty sure it's like ice under these parts. It's slick right here. Well, the ABS and traction control lights came back on, but I had traction control off, so now the traction control off light is on too. Didn't realize those were different. This is so much fun. This is amazing. The Hemi makes a good sound. It handles very decently. I like the way these big sedans, you know, slide around. They're pretty easy to control. And this is just fun, you know. I've never done this. I don't really do it with my Jeep because it's got a high center of gravity. It's lifted, and I don't want the thing to hit a dry spot and flip over on me. But this is freaking amazing. Take a peek and see what she looks like. Woohoo! Man, that looks cool. That is awesome. God, I love this thing. Quite a bit of snow packed in there, and actually the back tires have decent tread on them. Those aren't doing half bad, but it is it's pretty slick here. It's very, see, we're not even going through all the way. Over there we went through a little bit, but gosh damn, I love this thing. Figured we'd let this thing rest for a quick second. Whew. Thought we were stuck there for a minute. Let's get a quick story for the old Instagram. Burst of throttle. Too easy in this thing. Whoa, a little close there. seems we have a warning light on the dash. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that before. I believe it's coolant? Oh, the transmission temperature is way too hot. Okay. Wow, that is, whew. I'm used to manuals. I didn't even think to look at the transmission temp, but we're gonna get this home and turn it off as quickly as possible. All right, guys, well, that is gonna be a wrap. Whew. That's gonna be a wrap for this one. I'm gonna let that transmission cool down a little bit. God, all I drive is stick shifts, so I've never actually run into that problem or watched transmission fluid temperatures. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short little adventure of taking the Charger out drifting in the snow. It did actually incredibly well. It was a little slick in that undisclosed location that I went and was doing some donuts. And the tires are not the best, but other than that, it went fantastic. It actually handles the snow really, really good. I can see why they use these as police cars. So I told you guys that I was going to take this out in the snow and drift with it, and that was really the main purpose that I got it for. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Happy motoring.